cryptos connected to Visa, right? Um, what if I to tell you that Bitcoin is going to go higher? Okay, that's hard to believe when we're at like 52 right now, right? Went down to 50 here earlier today, but yeah, Bitcoin's going to go higher. What's up, guys? Time to begin the new show, but before I get started, Q and Go Saint, let's get it. One second. Boom. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Black View Investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe I was black, you invested. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifested. So we binge on that black, you invested. Best believe I was black, you invested. That course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that black, you invested. Best believe I was black, you invested.
What's up, people? Didn't expect a Martin Lawrence greeting, but there we go. What's going on, people? A little bit of stuff for the algorithm goes. I know my people around here know there are cryptos connected to Visa, but we're going to get into it today. And since I saw content like when Bitcoin like dipped down to 50 something, people were saying, will it go lower? Well, no, it's going to go higher. I got a couple reasons why I believe that, and we'll go over those today. I hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Yeah, let's get into it. Let me share the screen here. Boop, 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 boop. Da, da, da. Okay, let's get into it just straight and direct. What's going on, Chloe Dior, Grand Rising? Let's get into it. Why I think Bitcoin is going to go high. Just go over here and look at the Bitcoin chart here. I've said multiple times to you guys about let's go to the week chart here. Let's get a little bit wider here with it. Okay, so for some reason, every time I'm on this computer, the mouse does not work properly. But yeah, so you can see here last bull run, right? We had this W pattern. And you can see here, even though like partial of the screen is cut off, that you can see that we're forming that same W pattern. And what I know some people may say is like, well, look, Bitcoin's never like we haven't broken down. If you go over here and look at like the 3-week chart and other charts, the 2-week chart, you can see that like we're really high on those charts, right? But if you go back to last time we saw this W pattern, we were really high on the RSI, like still. So I don't think that's going to factor in. To me, this W pattern is just really calling out to us going higher. Okay. And my apologies why this will not stay like get in the range I wanted to. But anyway, and there's some reasons for that. So one of the things we've talked about before on here when we went over Jack Spurko's comment, check out my show where I say Jack Spurko is convincing me almost to sell all my altcoins for Bitcoin. Everyone keeps talking supply shock, and there's a lot of reasons to believe that there is going to be a supply shock. Okay, so already we've had in America 11 spot Bitcoin ETFs. Okay, so with it being a spot Bitcoin ETF, that means they own Bitcoin in the underlying ETF. It's not like a futures ETF where it's all paper. Okay, So, and everybody go ahead and pile in. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the chat. We'll get to them as the show goes on. Definitely any questions on anything there. But let's continue here. So, where was I? Okay, yeah. So with that whole Jack Spurko thing, that Jack Spurko show that we were talking about, one of the things we were talking about, one of the things that he was talking about is a Bitcoin supply shock. Okay. Um, I know we've been hearing kind of counter news in that Grayscale has been dumping Bitcoin, and they have, but it's really not them dumping Bitcoin as you if you look at it, because BlackRock's been buying the Bitcoin that they dumped. Okay, so it's really a changing in hands of the Bitcoin from Grayscale to BlackRock, which is, of course, kind of expected because we know who BlackRock is. BlackRock kind of controls everything as it comes to the US. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink sits on the board of advisors of the World Economic Forum, and we know the World Economic Forum runs everything. They give us a little preview of what's going to happen every year, every January. Their Davos event, they'll tell you what's going to happen, and lo and behold, it ends up happening. You can, so in that fact, you can tell that they're more than a think tank, right? Um, and as you also aware, or you may not be aware of, BlackRock uh, owns a piece of every stock in our Fortune 500, both BlackRock and Vanguard. They own a piece of every Fortune 500 stock. So yeah, so that's who BlackRock is, right? So they've been soaking up all the Bitcoin, which is very, very great for us. Shout out to the Telegram as we see some Telegram messages hitting here. If you aren't in the Telegram, what are you doing? We're building a great community here. Not just crypto stuff. Crypto stuff is great, but the Telegram, honestly, is really about the community. Okay. Um, but the crypto stuff, of course, is there. That's why we're here, right? We got the crypto general chat. We got crypto airdrops. We got DPIN. We got meme coins. We got NFTs. We got BRC20s. Um, but we also have the community stuff, which is the conspiracy show. I have a conspiracy show. Haven't posted anything on my conspiracy show in like 9 months, but we talk it in the channel in the Telegram regularly. We have stocks and commodities. Again, we're talking BlackRock, right? So stocks are also a part of this. So yeah, we got some wonderful content in the Telegram. People sharing a lot of alpha on airdrops and test nets. Again, completely free. Links are in the description. And let me go ahead and kill it now while we're talking. Okay. So yeah, back to this. So in this we got institutions continuing to buy Bitcoin. But and as we go ahead and look at these theories that they present in this article, Bitcoin ETF inflows driving demand. We got that. Heading down, underestimated global wealth flow. So, we got to believe that people with institutions buying Bitcoin, that makes it easier for older people who thought the Bitcoin was just fake to go and buy it. Maybe they just end up buying the ETF, or maybe they actually just go out and buy Bitcoin themselves. Um, pretty funny that they're using this number 52. That's going to be a theme of today. Shout out to Waters Above. I think he just posted something either today or yesterday about decoding the number 52 and the Super Bowl and how it relates to Bitcoin. This number, and maybe we get into this if you guys want me to kind of get into a little bit later the number 52 and like different themes that come up, different patterns that come up with the number 52, then we'll do it at the end of the show. But Andrew Kang from Mechanism Capital said the average U.S. income is as a starting point is starting to extrapolate the global aggregate income. He suggested a staggering 52 trillion in potential investment power worldwide. This figure underscores the vast reservoir of capital that can flow into cryptocurrencies, and definitely we're going to probably see that. Tax time is coming up, and people are kind of aware of the Bitcoin halving, so maybe they take some tax money and put it in crypto. But here we have the third theory, which is the most important theory, the long-term institutional inflow. Okay. Now, to back this up, what we have coming here around the pipe is Chinese ETFs, Chinese spot ETFs. So, why would BlackRock be so intent on buying Bitcoin right now at this price, right? Why? Because worldwide, other ETFs are going to come and now buy Bitcoin spot. So they're buying it before everyone else is coming in worldwide. Okay. So Harvest Funds file spot Bitcoin ETF application in Hong Kong. A report on that. The biggest thing for us to take away here, if we go down, they say Tencent News today reported that Harvest has submitted its application for a spot Bitcoin ETF to the Securities Future Commission, which we'll keep going, hoping to launch the city's first such ETF after the Lunar New Year holiday. And again, Lunar New Year holiday, these whole things, they happen on like moon cycles. Like a lot of things are connected to moon cycles. A lot of things are connected to big, huge events like this. It's a whole energy to those type of things. But here we are. They're looking at having the first ETF after the lunar holiday, which is February 10th of this year. So conceivably, it could happen at any time that China's one of China's funds and management programs get their first spot Bitcoin ETF, and then they're going to be buying Bitcoin as well. Okay. Now, there was an article I looked at a couple weeks ago where they said there was as much as 10 different Chinese investment companies that want to have a spot ETF. So if they buy it, then oh my, that's even 10 more like really diamond hands things that are coming into Bitcoin that would leave the price lead it even higher. So we got two different theories going on here, two different things. We got the supply shock with 10 more Chinese ETFs, 10 more Chinese ETF spot ETFs coming in. We got the chart, which is a W pattern. If you look up W patterns, that's a very bullish pattern. Okay. And then we have a third thing here, but let me go ahead and look in the chat, see who came in so far. What's up, Jay? What's up, Cryptwork? What's up, Brand G? What's up, Joey? What's up, Italia Grape? What's up, Chloe? What's up, Flipping Keys? What is up? Yep, we got Jay, we got Chloe, Italia Grape. Okay, perfect. So let's get back here. So now this to me is the biggest piece of evidence that we're going higher here. What's up, E? Shout out to E. He's our moderator in the chat. He keeps everything flowing in the chat when I'm not there. We got a great community in chat. I think almost everybody in here is in the Telegram. Cryptwork is, E is. Yeah, if you haven't joined Italia Grape is, if you haven't joined the chat, please do so at the Telegram chat. But yeah, this is the biggest piece of evidence here. Okay, so what we're looking at is DeFi Llama. You can go on DeFi Llama and you can find out stuff about DeFi. The DeFi total value locked is pretty much in lockstep with Bitcoin price. If we were to look at the Bitcoin chart, we're not going to because of my shoddy mouse right now, but it it goes right in lockstep to the Bitcoin price. This is just pretty much right in lockstep with Bitcoin's price. Now, what we're going to notice is, let's refresh this. So what we're going to notice is we've hit a milestone, or milestone is probably a good word, of we crossed over a point that says we're very bullish, okay? And that point was the $60 million mark, okay? So if you look at our last our last halving, once we broke over like the 50 million mark here, well, you can actually say probably the 60 million mark. It's close. 50, 58 around here. Yeah. So 58. And they did that like around March or April. So you could say the end of March, the beginning of April, April 1st, we're already in the 60 millions and we've launched. So from 60 million, basically, I can't get this like close, but you can see here March 30th, we're at 58.9, right? So from there, we launched all the way up to 115 billion locked on May, right? May 10th. And somewhere around here, for us coming up is going to be that eclipse, right? That solar eclipse is going to put an X over Texas. So that's what's heading up for us. But what I want us to pay a lot of attention to is this $60 million mark. So from March 30th all the way to May, we went on a like almost $60 billion increase in total value locked with DeFi. Now, if we come over here, for the first time in like 2 years, we crossed the 60 million mark, okay? And we did it, I'm pretty sure we did it on, so here it is. February 5th, 2024. We're like 59.9, okay? February 5th, there's that 52 again, 25, 24. So there's that 52 again. And then from there, we launched big time. We're at 71 million total value locked, right? So if we take that again to the last halving, we're probably going to go on at least $60 million or $60 billion launch up, right? And you can see it looks very similar to last halving, this price movement. Very, very similar. And you can just correspond it with this $60 billion or the $60 billion marker. Okay. Now, of course, we're like a couple months early, but that's what happens in halving cycles. Everything seems to move quicker the next 4 years. It's just how it works. Back in 2021, everybody was thinking we had a even like longer time to wait because the 4 years before that, things were moving really, really, really slowly. But then we had this whole advent of DeFi and boom, right? So, so given all these three things together, I think we're just heading higher. And before the halving, we're going to be at an all-time high. I said that when we were at 31 billion or 31K Bitcoin. I'm like, hey guys, from here on, I think we hit an all-time high before the halving, and that's what seems to be happening. So I don't know. I'm standing on 10 on that one. Standing on 10 there. Thank you, Truths and Beliefs, for getting that day for the solar eclipse. But so now, let me know your comments. What do you guys think? Do you think Bitcoin is going to go higher? Do you think Bitcoin is going to eclipse the all-time high before the halving? Um, what do you think? Because that's where I'm at right now. I really think it's going to eclipse the all-time high before the halving. And you know, there's I gave you my reasons for that. We got 10 institutional investors coming with diamond hands money to have 10 more Bitcoin ETFs, spot ETFs, and this is just China. Who knows if somebody besides China is going to do this, right? At the same time, but you know, hey, 10 Chinese ETFs could be happening any day now, end of February, beginning of March, right? DeFi is well over 60 billion, as we just saw. And what was the other point here? I forget, I forget the other point. Okay, yeah. The other point was on the chart, you can see a W pattern, which is very, very bullish. Tends to be very, very bullish. So from this point on, we can head to Visa cryptos. Okay. One of which is Stronghold. Okay. We've been talking Stronghold. We can definitely take a victory lap on Stronghold. I came on, I think it was like 0.03 or 0.04, where I gave a show for you guys. And of course, the patrons got it first. Shout out to the patrons. Less than a cup of coffee for a weekly watch list. Okay. So shout out to the patrons. They got it first. But when we came on here, I think it was like 0.004 or 0.003, something like that. And I was like, hands down, Stronghold, the best coin under a cent, and is since went to like 0.12, I think 0.14 cents. And I think this is just the beginning for Stronghold. If you look at some of the content that's produced on Stronghold, they're connected to Visa, they're connected to IBM, they're connected to Ripple. Ripple's a investor in Stronghold. They're connected to IBM WorldWire. Like a cent is just, people are gonna look back and be like, okay. And I thought it was too much because it was at 0.003 or whatever. Man, Stronghold, Stronghold is just so much to like about Stronghold. And like most payment cryptos, the total supply is 100 billion. But right now with Stronghold, the circulating supply is 5.7 billion. So honestly, when we're really looking at Stronghold right now, and I know there's some things where certain coins are being burned, certain coins are being released into the supply, but really we're looking at a coin with 5.7 billion total supply circulating. So there's a lot of belief that this can go really higher because there's only 5.7 billion coins circulating right now. Whereas with other payment cryptos, and I gave the patrons a whole list of payment cryptos, but there are other payment cryptos. So shout out to patrons and check that out on the Patreon. There's other payment cryptos where a lot more circulating supply is out there. So Stronghold's heading above better than those because there's not as much circulating supply out here. So and supply and demand says, a less supply, easier for this guy to move. Okay. I don't know why it's just spooling here. Let's reload this. Give it some time to load. Now it actually looks like it's going to do it. Bear with me. Or maybe not. Let's just go to CoinGecko instead. I don't know why this always happens with CoinMarketCap. But yeah, so let's go back to the article actually. So Stronghold is the audience favorite for North America Visa Everywhere competition. I'm gonna zoom out. This is kind of big. Okay. So Visa Everywhere initiatives, and this is in 2022, announced Stronghold as the audience favorite in the 22 competition for North America fintech startups. So they like the merchant rewards program. They like the merchant financing program. Um, again, I'll drop this link in our Telegram. So if you guys want to read the entire article, but their CEO Tammy Camp presents, and there's a link to the YouTube article about that. There's just so much more stuff to dive into for Stronghold, but just know that, guys. Visa, IBM, Ripple. There's like, check out the episode we did on Stronghold. I'm not going to go deeply into all of that today, but you can check that out. Stronghold definitely a number one on at least on the list of Visa cryptos. A number two would be Velo. Okay. Velo Labs, Lightnet Group, and Visa to develop payment solutions in Asia. One of the things that we've talked about a lot on the channel is BRICS, the BRICS nations type of stuff. It looks like BRICS is next up when it comes to like currency. Like the American dollar is not in a good position, but of course, the yuan is not in a great position as well. So crypto, more than even BRICS, is next up. Is totally next up. So here we have Velo Labs on Stellar. It's a payment system on Stellar, uniting with Visa to develop payment solutions in Asia. Okay, so all of that's bullish to me, given the connection to BRICS nations, and given the connection to Visa for Velo Labs. That's really super bullish for me. And if we go look at Velo Labs, now CoinGecko's up. And I hear shout out to, I think D Jones posted this in our Telegram. Again, guys, good alpha going on in our Telegram group. Crypto Mason did a paid video on Velo. So maybe that's something you guys want to go out over and check out later, of course. But here we are looking at Velo, and some really important things to point out about Velo. Total supply is 24 billion basically. But again, circulating supply is only 7.39 billion. So the circulating supply is way lower than the total supply. So there's a lot of reason to believe that this can run. Okay. Come over here and look at where it's been. It's just been as high as almost $2. So again, to have this at under a cent, and there's connections to Visa, and there's connections to BRICS Nation stuff, and there's connections to Stellar because it's built on the Stellar platform. There's so much to like. If we come down here and look, one of the things we'll notice is it's also connected to the Binance chain. So the Binance chain is really big in Asia. So that's a lot of reason to believe what we saw with Velo being connected to Visa for payments in Asia, that Binance is going to continue to have a big dominance in the Asian sphere. Okay, so So it's good that it's already on that platform. Already says they're in a DWF Labs portfolio. If you go and look on CryptoRank.com, this is a big investor in crypto portfolios. We can go look at that in a second. But yeah, and I know this chart as it looks does not look appealing. It just looks like it just dumped, and that does not look appealing the way it is right now. But if you look at it from a year's point in time, you will see that it is slowly on the rise here. So ever since August 17th of 2023, it's going. And if you've been paying attention to videos for the last like couple months, I'm really heavy on payment systems. I think this is going to be their year. We already saw that Fed Now is live. We've seen that the ISO 20022 cryptos now are live. That whole system is live. I believe this is payment systems years. Okay, this is their year. Okay, and I know people talk a lot about gaming, and we were talking about getting in on gaming just to get behind the influencers to keep pumping it. Honestly, I think gaming. I think gaming should like bull run is next bull run, but payments. I think this is their year because of all that stuff that's been launched. I think payments. Yeah, that this is their year. So besides Velo, do we have? I think we got one more. That you know what? That might be the last one. Let's go ahead and check out. No, there is one more, but let's go see who's in the chat here. Where can we get Velo? Oh, thanks, Joey. Appreciate that. You can get Velo on MEXC. So MEXC. You can get it there. I think that's the only place you can get it on KuCoin as well. I don't know where you're located, Joey, if you're in America or not. And I think you can get it on TerraTerm. So let's see here. It should say markets down here. Okay, perfect. So Gate.io, KuCoin, OKX, MXC, Crypto.com, Indodax, Polynex, Conga. I never heard of that. Big Thumb. Okay. I think you can get it on Stellar Term too. I wouldn't try it on Lobster. I've heard people get it on Lobster, but I just don't know about trying to do it on Lobster. You should be able to do it on Lobster. I don't know, but I don't know about that. On Lobster, you're able to get Stronghold. You just have to make sure it's stronghold.co on Lobster because there's a ton of fake coins on Lobster. I wish they would clean that up, but it is what it is. But yeah, so the next Visa coin, and again, patrons got this first. This is XCN. XCN. I know I saw Cryptwork talking about this in our chat, so shout out to Cryptwork. So XCN here. Let's go ahead and bring up CryptoRank.com. Where are we gonna go here? Okay, so if you guys are not familiar with CryptoRank.com, this is very, very nice site. It will show you who's funded who. Not sometimes there are very rare cases where it doesn't truly show you that, but like 90% of the time, maybe 80% of the time, is going to show you what cryptos are funded by what. Okay. And if we go and look at XCN, what we're going to see is They got a big list of funders to the tune of 39.5 million, which is a good amount of money. Okay. It's not anything compared to like Ripple. If we looked at Ripple, they got like 300 million or something like that. But this is pretty nice set of money and a pretty nice set of investors. Especially when you throw Visa in there, Digital Currency Group, DCG, Pantera Capital. Like these are three powerhouse names just alone. Nasdaq Ventures. I'm not sure if that's related to the Nasdaq, but sounds pretty good. Like nice, right? Nice. This does have a way bigger supply out there. In that max supply is like 48 billion. Floating supply right now that is currently out there is 27.35 billion, which is a lot, which is why I kind of ranked this one behind Velo and I ranked it behind Stronghold because there's less circulating supply of those two and there's more circulating supply of this. So it's going to be kind of harder for it to move. But I found a few articles that traces Chain, the company, back to Visa all the way in 2016. So this is huge. Visa BNB Connect, and shout out to somebody in our Telegram. I'm not going to mention their name, but they mentioned like in the business they work in, they're very well aware that Visa and Chain work together. So when this really truly comes to light, I think we definitely see Chain pick up and take a rightful place in like in its crypto, like right. I think this will definitely pick up once people truly understand that. Okay. It says, I'm delighted to share that Visa is building a new business to business payments network called B2B Connect on Chain's blockchain technology. This network allows businesses to send and receive payments internationally with greater speed and predictability than is possible today. So huge, huge. And I had this article from Motley Fool, which says, let me see here. It connects Chain to other investors besides Visa. Okay, here we go. Chain has partnered with companies such as Citibank, NASDAQ. So that NASDAQ thing must have been true, right? Citibank, NASDAQ, Visa, and more in its efforts. And XCN is the digital currency that powers all functions these companies require on chain. This collaboration with major enterprises like Visa and Citibank, and keep in mind, Citibank is like huge. That's where Jamie Dimon actually started. Like he built Citibank into Citibank and then moved on to JP Morgan. Okay. So yeah. Chain has allowed XCN to create a name for itself among other interesting blockchain projects, such as high profile companies partnering with Chain becomes a much more valuable asset. Okay. So definitely a diamond in the rough here with Chain. And we see that its price is what it's at right now. We have to believe, we got to believe that this boy at some point, even if it's just at a cent, that's like a 5x, right? And you can already see it's kind of curving. It's kind of curving like it wants to do that, right? Let's see if we can get some data on where it's been. So back in 2022, it was as high as 18 cents. and of course has been dipping ever since. But again, coming up here in the bull run, alts are going to run, and with all this that this has behind it, I really think it's a likelihood that we see this run to at least a cent. Um, and we can see here that the market cap is well under that 250 billion mark that Alex Becker told us about. That sometimes Becker can be he's a lot of things, right? But that was some good information, and we take good information wherever it comes from, right? Um, so yeah, so low market cap here, big people behind it, um, movement within the last. Let's go back to within the last, since I guess February, we've had some nice movement in this coin, but if you go back to the chart that we were looking at, let me just refresh and see if it'll go back to that. You could see that it was curving ever since like the beginning of the year here. Let's see if it brings it back up. Chart that we were originally looking at. Bear with me. My apologies. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Okay, let's do hour. Day. Not one. Okay, hour. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Let's go. Let's go back to this guy. And it's loading. But yeah, really nice partners behind Onyx Coin. And if it's doing all of that for all those different people, NASDAQ, Citibank, Visa, man, there's a lot to like. A lot to like. So yeah, this is what I wanted to see, like the 3-month chart. So you can see from the 3-month chart, it is trending higher, right? We had this little blip where it went all the way up to 0.2, but like most cryptos over the last year, right, it's trending kind of in the right direction. So that's what we have there. And again, I'll give the patrons a full list. They already got this. They already got the ones that you've seen here today. But we'll get you guys will get a full list of Visa related, IBM related cryptos this weekend. And let's see if we got any comments in the chat here. Let's start from the top. Oh, was my voice skipping? Okay, so other people I think said they could hear me fine. Yeah, what's up, Flipping Keys and Jay? What's up, Chloe Dior? What's up, Italia Grape? Okay, yep, you can hear me fine. What's up, Brand G? Nice to see you over here from the International Passport community. By the way, if anybody's looking to learn Python, International Passport is offering classes for that. I think the registration closes this Sunday, so get in there while you can. So yeah, I do C++. So I don't really know Python. I think I'm gonna go over there and get in that class. Shout out to IP International Passport. Love his channel. Definitely gives brothers great news on like being a passport bro, but beyond being a passport bro, being in these countries where you can expand your dollar, right? Um, Les Square, what's up? New Jersey in the house. Oh man, I appreciate that. Joey Pateri, who's better than Rude Nobody. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Um, Truth Beliefs, 44. April 8th, the solar eclipse. Rue is the truth. Kadeem K, what's up, Rue? What's going on? What's up? Should focus. What's up, everybody in the chat? BR coming in with that fire, Rue the truth. And be sure to check out Should Focus's channel. Be sure to share your channel in there, Shook. I think you're you got the wrench in there. Go ahead and share your channel, brother. Definitely going to all-time high and beyond, just like Spy did. Nice. I think before 2025, I think we might be over 100K before 2025. I really think that. But 2025, again, if we go back to DeFi, Llama, 2025, like so we were just looking at this little finger here, if you will. So I think we get something similar probably, right? We get like some little finger action here. Oh, that sounds bad when I say it like that, but and then like a little pullback and then some lift off. So this is what I envision like 2025 to be like, right? Because remember, 2025, the Bank of International Settlement says that central banks can now buy crypto. And that's when I think we see a lot of these that are like related to ISO cryptos that are related to Visa and stuff like that. That's when I think they're going to scoop all of those up, right? Because now we're getting institutions in, and then come 2025, we're going to get central banks in. So that's even more diamond hands money, right? Just crazy to think about, right? Just crazy to think about. Like at this point, we probably see people like central banks grabbing up Ripple, grabbing up Quant, grabbing up, of course, Bitcoin, Ethereum, but we see a lot more of those ISO like down the way, ISO cryptos, like the next tier, like the Algorands, the Hedera's, right? We probably see that really taking shape in January 1st, 2021. And there's the 11 and there's the 52 again there. So 25 is just the inverse, the flip of 52, right? So like 2025 is going to be bananas, bro. Like I can't even like we're gonna get probably be all the way up to past the all-time high, but 2025, I think we're just gonna go like who knows, bro? Just who knows? And maybe we even see like they say maybe we see like Solana ETFs, maybe we see Ripple ETFs, Quant ETFs. The sky is the limit, bro. The sky's the limit. Where were we here? Back to comments. Bitcoin to 80K by halving. Ooh, I like that. I wonder. I never thought about what number we get past halving. I only thought that we get past the high. Huh. I don't know. I had to put some thought into that. Like what would be the actual number? Some of our mining stocks are a buy. And I see Robinhood stock is increasing, which I don't own. Coinbase is running well as well. Now I wanna take a little victory lap. This is a perfect time for a victory lap, right? I told you guys, right? When we were looking at Clean Spark, I was like, I'm going to invest in CleanSpark because I know CleanSpark is going to give me a better X than Bitcoin, right? That was the total thing. Even though I should have put more in CleanSpark, and I'm really happy with the portion that I put into CleanSpark, right? That I'm still holding. And maybe once CleanSpark gets to $20, which it will, maybe then I'll take a little bit of profit. But this is one of those cases, like, because I know I tell you guys that usually, take out your initial investment, right? This is not financial advice. This is what I tend to do with my portfolio. With most coins, I'm taking out my initial investment. So if I invested $200 and the coin doubles, right, and it goes, now that my 200 is 400, I'm generally just cutting that in half, taking my initial investment, right? Because everything after that is just straight profit. But as you begin to become a better investor, as you begin to recognize patterns better, right? Um, you begin to realize, okay, all right, I'm not taking profits on that at the halfway point, at the double up point. I'm going to wait, right? Let's pull up the CleanSpark chart. So one of the things that I was saying about CleanSpark is that it will outperform Bitcoin, right? Um, and I knew that because there was precedent there, right? Oh, this is very, very small. Let me see if there's something I can do about that. Okay, let's just get rid of that. There we go. Okay, so there's precedent here, right? So if we look at CleanSpark over 2 years, okay, let's look at another one because it'll be more clear if you look at Riot. So Riot's a Bitcoin miner, okay? And these charts are not right. Okay, there we go. So there's precedent in Bitcoin mining that every halving cycle we get a pop and a dump. And this is exactly what we had. So these are two, this is going back 2 cycles, bro. 2 cycles. Pop in 2018, dump. Last cycle, last halving, pop, dump. So with CleanSpark being a Bitcoin miner, I knew that's what we had in store. And if we can, I think we can see the BTC chart here too, and we'll see that it's kind of really literally like the same chart. Yeah, so having, dump, having, dump, but it's still right trending up, but having, dump, having, dump. Okay, so with CleanSpark, I was well aware that's what was going to happen. But in this time, so in this time for Bitcoin, right? We went from 15 to 51. So it's basically like more or less a 3x, a little bit more than 3x, because 15 times 2 is 30. So we got a little bit more than 3x here, because it went from 15K to 30K to 45K to like 51. So a little bit more than the 3x, right? Now CleanSpark, on the other hand, and it really makes me feel good. I had a couple patrons, I had a couple people reach out to me saying like, "Oh man, CleanSpark, I got like a 9x. Thank you so much, man." It really warms my heart to see that, to have people say that to me, right? Of course, not financial advice. We're just following my journey here, and if you happen to hop on the journey along the way, was great. But yeah, it really warms my heart to hear people like send me stuff and say like, "Oh man, I got a 9x on CleanSpark, bro. Wow." Had people send me with Stronghold. Man, 3x, 4x, bro. Thank you. Like, man, we're getting it. We're getting it this year, guys. But if we go down here, where was it? And okay, yeah. So around here, we were talking about it. We're talking about it heavy. I know it reached this chart is not completely accurate, but I think it went down to like $1.77. So from that point in time, this is around the same time we got the 15 with Bitcoin, right? The whole Sam Bankman Free ish type of stuff, right? From here on, Clean Spark, and it reached $18, by the way, a couple days ago. Looks like it might have even got to 19. So from 0.177, that's a 10x. Oh, that's more than it. No, that's a 10x, right? 0.177. Yeah, so yeah, it's a 10x. Straight 10x in the stock market, right? Of course, it's a crypto stock, but straight 10x right here. And yeah, we called it. Another one, LCX, right? We've been talking about that for years. 4 cents, and I hate peacocking, y'all. It's just not in me. I just hate doing it, but it's got to show the value we show around here. Y'all know my favorite people growing up was I'm from Detroit, y'all. So Barry Sanders and Steve Eisman, two quiet dudes. Barry Sanders touchdown celebration, he just get a ball to the referee. That was his celebration. But gotta kind of let you know, like, and I'm like my body is like rejecting almost saying this because I don't like peacocking. I hate it. I hate dudes peacock. But yeah, this is a value we're presenting around here. LCX all the way down to like 3 to 4 cents, right? Here we are, 27. That's 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 6. Okay, so we're at, and it was at 30 actually. So 4 times 8 is 32. I think it did get to 32 cents. So this is like an 8x here, right? One of the ones I mentioned to our patrons was Immutable X, right? And one of the things we're seeing here is this whole X theme, right? I've said so many times about the importance of the letter X to what's going on here, and the meaning of letter X as far as esoterics go, right? We were talking about this, I believe, at $1. I think I gave it to the patrons at $1. I might have given it to them at 50 cents. I can't really remember, but let's say it was 50 cents. That was a 6x. If it was $1, it's 3x. Honestly, I can't remember which. But yeah, here we go. Immutable X. There's so many. Tau, which I didn't get on. I presented it to the patrons at $40. Shout out to Tokenizer for bringing Tau to my attention. But here we are with Tau, where it's at. Come on. $639. So from $40, that's like God. 8x. I don't know. Somebody can do the math, but from $40 all the way to $639. This is one of those ones that was hard to get to. Like it was something to try to get this right. And this goes back. So here we are, the $40 mark all the way to 642, 640, whatever, right? Another one, Render. I didn't get in on this until like $1, I believe, or $2. No, $2. Shout out to Courtney Johnson. He was talking about this at $1. I was like, man, it's too late. It's too late. So render, I didn't get in on until $2. And here we are at 550. So that's another like what, 2.5x. If y'all was listening to my man Courtney and y'all got in at $1, that's a 5x right? So render when it was at $1, that was January there, but here we are 550, and I really think this is going to continue to climb. Total supply is under 1 billion. It's a 500 million. So a lot of reason with all the people that's behind this guy. We see this fly. Let me see if Render has any funders. I just closed that by mistake. Let's bring that back, shall we? There's so many. I'm sure I'm forgetting about some too. Oh, Casper or Caspa. That was another one. We were talking about that at like 2 cents, 5x. It went all the way up to, what is that at now? 15. So is that? And I know somebody brought it on the show, Caspa, at like under a cent. So I know they're happy right now. But I'm only going to count me getting in it at 2 cents. And patrons got it first, of course, but 2 cents to like what, 15 it's at right now. That's a 7x. So we're up. We're winning around here. Render. A lot of good amount of backers to the tune of 30 million. Remember, we just saw Onyx Coin where they got backing to the tune of 39 million. Solana Ventures, Kinetic Capital, Alameda, Multicoin Capital, which is crazy when you look at this and you see that XRP, right? XRP got like $294.5 million, like basically 300 million, and its valuation is 9.8 billion, bro. It's crazy. Accenture, SBI. Remember, we documented how the Rothschild actually has like 8.7 million XRP tokens just holding them in SBI. Pantera Capital, Andreessen Horowitz, DCG, like the who's who of like investors. Lightspeed, Santander. It's crazy. And people think XRP is a scam. And people think it's a scam, bro. Like I don't even know what to say about that. I just don't know what to say about that. But yeah, let's check out the rest of the comments here. Yeah, that SHS call was crazy. Thanks, Shook Focus. Put in the and you'll see if you go to Stronghold's website, you'll see that they're that they have IBM on their website. I was like, ain't no way we move the market like that. Oh, shout out Kadeem X. I'm telling you, bro, I didn't plan it that way, but straight up, right after that show came out, Stronghold went bananas, bro. So I don't know if it was us or whatever, but hey, I'll take it. As long as my bags are packed, I get that nice like 5x afterwards. Hey, I'll take it, bro. I don't know. I don't know what to say, bro. I don't know what to say about that one. What's up, Go Good? Why can't we deposit or withdraw SHS on Lobster? I don't know why Lobster set it up that way, but yeah, that is the way it is. I do have a stronghold both on Lobster and Bitmart, so I don't know. Like that's just the way it is to go Tupac on you, but I guess like when you want to take profits, you just have to, you have to just convert it to XLM and then take those profits out that way. But you can't move it as stronghold on Lobster. It's just like how what is it? Cash App. You can buy crypto on Cash App, but you can't move it. You can't take custody of it. It's just how it is, I guess. Not too late. What up? What up? What up, Edward Vincent? What's up about TOBM? Is Rose still a good buy? I like Rose. I like Rose. And it's getting into that whole privacy sector. So it is kind of getting into like kind of an institutional sector. But when you look at it in comparison to a lot of different things, on my list personally, it's like really kind of far down. But as far as like cryptos go, it is a good buy, I believe, right? But when you look at it in comparison to the payment cryptos, I think it is behind these payment cryptos, especially the ones I mentioned today in XCN, Velo, and Stronghold. I'd rather have those. If you Google Solana and Visa, you'll find a lot of articles where Visa is talking about Visa stablecoin settlement pilot. So there we go. Solana and Visa. That there continue to be connections there. Thank you for that, Italia Grape. Panthers are kings. Where to buy is it better to buy the ETF or Bitcoin straight up? I'm new to the space. No problem. No problem. In my opinion, okay. Bitcoin maxis are going to kill me. They're going to kill me on this, but I'm going to say it depends. Caveat. I would rather own the Bitcoin. I would rather loan the underlying asset, period, full stop. Underlying asset is better. However, in today's world, where people do have 401ks, people do have certain Roth IRAs and stuff like that. And shout out to Jack Spurko for this point, right? You can get reduced fees by buying sometimes with these ETFs. So if you already had a Roth IRA to begin with, if you already have, different stock portfolios to begin with, then maybe you do want to buy Bitcoin via the ETF in that stock portfolio. But all things being equal, if you don't own it right now and you don't have the stock portfolio, you know what I mean? If you don't have the IRA, the Roth IRA, and if you don't have like the 401k, then personally, my own personal choice, I would rather hold the underlying asset, because what ends up happening most times is you get all these people make so much money by holding the underlying asset and selling all these derivatives off of it. Like look at our society, and you can tell so many different things where like the underlying asset is making so much money. The people who control the underlying asset is making so much money off of derivatives. case in point, sports franchises, right? Think of how many derivatives are just built off of sports franchises. And supposedly these dudes are not making money, right? Um, for instance, like jersey sales, concessions at the game, parking at the game, season tickets, um, radio deals, network deals, sports betting, derivative sports betting, because it's not just betting on the game. You're on like, okay, how many threes did Cade Cunningham get? How many turnovers did he get? Syndication, when you're like selling like rights to like old like Super Bowl games or old like really good games. There's so many like derivatives on sports franchises. Just like there's so many derivatives on different stocks, or you got the ETF of random different stocks. The like you could even view money as a derivative of gold. And there's you got gold ETFs. Like, when in the end it may be better to just have the underlying asset. Now, that may be seen like seem like a contradiction, because again, I was talking about Clean Spark, and I was saying that Clean Spark, and I was right. Clean Spark was a better play than Bitcoin, right here, um, because with Clean Spark you got a 10x, whereas with Bitcoin in the same amount of time you got a 3.5x. But understand, the goal though is to own the Bitcoin, because eventually the Bitcoin will be a, like, who knows, like, I don't think you got a cap on where Bitcoin can go as an asset, because there's only 21 million of them and somebody's always losing them, right? Or losing access to wallets and whatnot. And you got BlackRock and some of the biggest money institutions in the world, now scooping up and buying Bitcoin as an asset. Um, this play was a trading play so that I can now move these assets into actual Bitcoin. Okay. So remember, the goal is to own Bitcoin, right? So that might have been long-winded, but just keep in mind, really what you really want to do is own Bitcoin. So even if you can, like, say, if you already have the 401k set up, and the all those Roth IRAs and all of that set up, ultimately you want to own the Bitcoin. Okay. So if you can do better trades to get more money to buy the Bitcoin, that's great. But you want to own the underlying asset. Okay. So long-winded assets, long-winded answer, but those are the things that I would keep into mind. And if that wasn't clear to you, I know you're new to the space. That might have been a lot to drop on your shoulders. Just ask some more questions below, and definitely get in the Telegram. We got a ton of great people in the Telegram who can answer any maybe new questions that you have. Okay, and shout out to the Telegram. All right. What's up, Edward? Also, has been a lot of buzz with ICP. Yeah, definitely a lot of buzz with ICP. ICP is basically making it so you can use Ethereum and Bitcoin on this network natively. And I believe ICP does not have like a terribly large supply of coins. 1313. That's been a quite a number this year for some reasons. But again, yeah, circulating supply is okay. So total supply right now is under 1 billion, so 500 million. And market cap is humongous, right? So this is the thing that I always play with in my head, is because it's like right now, looking at things like Velo and looking at things like Stronghold, the market cap is very much lower. Like, it seems to me like those have the biggest chance to offer you the best bang for your buck if you're trying to change your family's life in this bull run, right? But the thing that you always have to play around with in your mind is, okay, what's going to double now? What's going to double soonest? Because really, for a person that's trying to grow your portfolio, that's the thing that's going to give you the best return for your investment. Like, what doubles now? What can I get to double now? So even though so in that sense, price doesn't mean anything. Like, whatever you think can double tomorrow, be it like bubble gum, like clothing, crypto, whatever you can get to double tomorrow. And when I say you, I mean me, because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just offering what's going on in my investment portfolio. I'm just giving you my journey on that, and I'm giving you thoughts on my investment strategy. Um, what can double tomorrow is always the best thing, right? So in that sense, price doesn't matter. Um, do I think tomorrow internet computer will double? I don't know. Probably not, right? Um, is it a good investment? I think so. Is it going to be good long term? I think so, because of what we just said, right? Bitcoin and Ethereum can be used on it natively. Like, that screams good investment, right? To me, right? And we can already see that this thing is up since November 12th. It's up like a 3x. Um, Again, I really like those payment cryptos. I really think this is their year. But yeah, internet computer is a really really good investment. But I think I was saying this to say, look at your portfolios and what do you think can double tomorrow? Like, what is the thing in your head that you think can double tomorrow? Um, when I look at things like Stronghold, and I see like the kind of the narrative behind it, and all the things and the people and the strong people that are behind this, and I see that it's 51 million market cap. Um, that thoroughly extremely intrigues me. Um, and I'm thinking, okay, if I'm looking at this and I know it's like the market cap is this low, other people are going to be really intrigued by that. So if I'm to say what's going to double tomorrow between Stronghold and Internet Computer, in my mind, it's Stronghold. Um, and then this just goes into uh, what we've seen lately, like like what, remember that whole Alex Becker thing that I gave you, like that whole 250 million market cap thing. That's a thing. I think that's a real life thing. And if we were to go look at different cryptocurrencies, we'll see that a lot of the great ones are over 250 million market cap. So okay, in that instance, what things can we kind of look at and say, okay, what's likely to get back to a 250 market cap? Like, these payment cryptos, gotta believe that, knowing like a lot of the people who are behind some of these payment cryptos, and we've been over a couple with you, right? Like Peter Thiel being behind reserve rights, and other people being behind other payment cryptos, right? Behind this, we got IBM and Visa and Ripple. Like, you got to believe its time is coming. You got to believe that. Um, What's good, Root? On a road trip? What's going on, brother? What's up, Drake L. Owens? Let's see here. Have we discussed AI Tech Coin yet? No, we have not discussed that one. Let me see AI Tech Coin. Cryptwork always coming in here dropping some gems on us. Appreciate it, Cryptwork. How you doing? Let's see here. AI Tech. Let's see over here if it has any. I think it's just AI, isn't it? That ticker. What is the ticker on AI Tech Coin, Cryptwork? Could have sworn AI Tech. Okay, there we go. AI Tech. Yeah, Solidus. I've been seeing Solidus pop up on a lot of stuff lately. Um, this one seems like a pretty good one. Oh yeah, look at that. Pretty low supply too. Only 2 billion max supply. Yeah, market cap 36 million. A lot of room to grow here, and it's already grown from a cent. You could have had this like almost 2 cents at the beginning of the year, right? Yeah, this is a good coin. This is a good one. This is a good one. Um, Another gem from Cryptwork, you guys, to look at here. This is definitely a gem. I think they have funding too. Okay, from Castrum Capital and from GPT. How much money did they get? Not too much. Okay, so they raised about $5 million. Looks like. Okay, 6.99 million. Okay, so about 7 million. Nice. Yeah, I like Solidus. And it's that low market cap area. Yeah, yeah. That's a nice one. Black Gold Guardian. How or where do we join the Patreon? Hi from Wells. Links should be in the description for the Patreon. Root just joined the Patreon. Won't let me in. Everything locked. Everything locked? Really? Okay. All right. I have to take a look at that right quick. That's weird. Um, Hold on. Let me take a quick look at that, guys. That's so weird. So this will be a good time to talk about the 52 while I'm looking for that. So 52 is pretty important number. 5 + 2 adds to 7, and 7 is the number of law. 7 is kind of a reason we have 7 days, right? 7 days, another 7 days, and then another 7 days. 7 days. 7 is kind of a number of law, but that also goes into the 52, right? And that we have 52 weeks in our year. 52 is a number of cycles. Hence, in a year we have 52 weeks, and every year we have 52 weeks. So it just begins and ends a cycle. Doesn't look like I can check it on here for whatever reason. All right, Joey, if you guys can get into the Telegram, because it'll probably be better if I check this later on my faster computer. But yeah, please get into the Telegram, and then I can really go and look and check, because this might take too long and I don't want to stall the show too much. But please, get into the Telegram so I can double check that for you. Let's keep going. I promise I get more alpha from the Telegram than any other source. Nice. Whenever we're rich, we'll look back on these old videos and chats and reminisce. There we go, Italia Grape. I'm telling you guys, the Telegram, and everybody's so down to earth and nice in the Telegram. And everybody's on that millionaire mindset, if you will, in the Telegram. Everybody's really towards pushing everybody forward in the Telegram. Shook Focus is in the Telegram. Italia Grapes in the Telegram. Like, it's really a really nice resource in the Telegram. Like, I should, like, honestly, I should really close down the Telegram and make it a paid thing that has to be gotten on the Patreon at this point. But like, as long as and maybe we do that at some point in time, because we don't want like riffraff getting into the Telegram. But right now, it's a very wonderful place on the Telegram, guys. Like, honestly. Shout out to Maximus Crypto, one of the best crypto channels out there. Does some of the greatest research on Jasmy, on Stronghold as well. Shout out to brother Max there. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Definitely check out his channel, Maximus Crypto. Some of the best research out there. And I love Max's impressions. He keeps it light on the channel as well. Definitely check out Max's channel. We're short about 8 likes. Thanks, Shit Focus. I appreciate you taking the lead on that. Quant ETF. Now I have to do a deep dive on that. Oh, now see, that was just a speculation, brother. That was a speculation. I could totally see something like that. Why aren't other projects developing cell phones like Solana? It seems like a winning formula. Thanks. I think, I have that conspiracy mindset a little bit, right? I think that only certain projects are allowed to do that. I don't think other projects are going to be allowed to play in that space. So far, we got Solana, Polygon, and Ethereum. I don't think other projects will be allowed to explore that, right? Because you have to explore, the big boys kind of have to give you permission for that, right? Outside of the ISO cryptos, I don't see anyone else that can have the juice to do that, right? There is the whole project called Ycrypt, where they're doing like a helium type thing. So maybe we see some project probably, and Ycrypt is a good, let's bring them up. They're a good DePIN project. I don't see anyone other than like maybe like a Hedera or somebody that's like a part of the ISO cryptos that will do that. But Ycrypt, this is such a good project, a really, really, really good DePIN project, which has a good amount of investors here, I guess. But I guess they only raised 1.5 million, which is not that much. But they got investors. They're like the African helium. So if some project links up with these guys, maybe we then like that. Again, small market cap, 11 million. Maybe at some point we see this break out even further than it's been, but it's crazy. August 2023, you could have had this for 3 cents. Up until like November, you could have had this guy for 3 or 4 cents. But yeah, I don't think too many projects outside of the ISO related and ISO related cryptos can do that. So that's why I stand. You got to be a member of a certain club, and that club is the World Economic Forum Club. Okay, Crypto Clean Spark is flyer. Classes in session. Crypto Watcher Patreon. Oh, you know what? I there should only be one Patreon tier. I used to have other tiers, but there should only be one tier that's like a $7.77 per month tier. That should be the only tier. If you know, you know. Rue, do you listen to Billy Carson? Just curious. I do listen to Billy Carson, and I like the things that he says about crypto. Um, but there's some things I don't agree with him on, and so we won't get into those things. But the things that I do appreciate Billy Carson for is his views on crypto. I really appreciate that from Billy, and like uh, Billy and 19 Keys. The stuff I appreciate about them most are their views on cryptocurrency. Um, yeah, but yeah, I've listened to Billy shows before. There's some things that, as far as on the conspiracy tip, I don't necessarily agree with. And if you want to have that conversation, if you know, you know, in the Telegram, I would love to have that conversation with you. But we should say that for the Telegram or a conspiracy show. But yeah, Billy does. He likes crypto, and he does promote crypto shows, and I think that's really good. I think that's really good. Did Quant miss the plane? I'm asking because Chainlink will do what Quant promised. I think that there's not a fight. There's not an either or with Chainlink and Quant. Like, each one is going to serve their role. Okay. Quant CEO did not write, you know, an ISO standard for nothing. So it's not a one or the other thing. Like, he's he did he, Gilbert Verdian does not have all those connections to just be like, okay, Chainlink won. I guess, you know, I guess I'm done. I'm going home. No, like, each will have their own particular niche, right? Um, Chainlink, it seems, is going to be kind of an outlet for Swift payments. So I hear, and Quant is still going to do what it does with um, ISO related cryptos, with Hyperledger Fabric. Like, Quant's still going to do what it does. Shout out to Maximus Crypto. He does some of the best research on that. If you want to like see a lot of like deep research on Quant, definitely check out Max. Definitely check out the Tokenizer. The Tokenizer also does really good research on that on Twitter. But for me, like, nothing like Quant has cemented its place, right? There's nothing else it needs to do to cement its place other than to continue doing what it's doing, right? Um, what's up, Richard Judge? Blessings, brother. Definitely check out his channel as well. Blessings to me on this Saturday. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. 10x way. Sometimes it's good to do some peacocking, Ruel. So Peacock, man, I know E, bro. I know it's just it's such against my who I am and my character, bro. I don't think I need to, like, for me, I don't need to say anything, like, action. You know what I mean? Like, do stuff. I do stuff. Like, okay, see what I do, and that's enough, right? Like, it just goes against my character to be like, okay, yeah, I did this, and like just shouting it to everybody. Like, it just goes against my character, bro. But I know if I want to grow the channel and I want to reach out to other people, I got a Peacock. So got a Peacock, even though that's just not who I am. We'll do it for you. Rue is making some great calls out here. Leave the hype to the hype boys and get over here, man. Appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Y'all, I don't know if y'all see the inner struggle I'm having with peacocking. It's just, I hate it, bro. I hate it. Hey, Rue, look at verse also. Thanks. Okay, let's look at verse. Okay, verse. Probably this first one here. Okay, 0.0004. But then here we go with a lot of backers here. Low market cap. Whoa, lot of supply. 210 trillion. But circulating supply is only 25.42 billion. So not too bad with the circulating supply, but let's see. Oh wow. So they raised 33.6 million, and we know about the number 33 around here, Freemasons and all of that, right? Um so Roger Ver, which Bitcoin Cash, KuCoin, blockchain.co, I'm not sure who that is. Digital strategies. Okay. Jihan Wu, I'm not sure who that is. Not sure about that guy either. David Washman, probably. Yeah, like good amount of investors. Let's see here. Yeah, that's cool. Let me see if I can. They give us an about here. I usually just okay. There we go. Versus the DEX on the Ethereum blockchain. Verse is Bitcoin.com's ecosystem token. It provides utility and rewards to Bitcoin.com products and services, which include the multi-chain self-custodial Bitcoin.com. I didn't even know there's a Bitcoin.com. Bitcoin.com wallet, decentralized. Okay. Bitcoin.com. Is this a BCH thing? Is that why we see Roger Ver as a investor? Let me see. Buy your first Bitcoin today. This may be like a okay. I have to do some more research into this. Let's go to their Twitter though. Twitter. See who all is following. It's always good to have a good list of people to follow on Twitter. Couple good follows I have on Twitter. Okay. Is okay. So it took us directly to Bitcoin.com. Our Max, of course. You just saw Max in the chat there. Token Nicer. I also like to follow the CEO of Uphold. So, ton of people following this. Okay, this is who Vinny Lingham is, CEO of something. Rumi.ai. Incubator. Okay. Anyways, Roger Ver, of course, here. Rand Nooner, crypto banter. Not really a fan of that guy. Saw Mike the Investor, Tony Edward, Veracity, Thorchain, Pirate Chain, Rogon Crypto. Okay. Yeah. I like the investors. I like that it's a small market cap. Let's look at. Oh, this chart. You know what? What will happen if I refresh it? So I like to look at the chart and see where it's actually at. Okay. Sorry, not sure what that was beeping there. Let's see, verse. Okay, let's look at it on KuCoin. Okay, so just has some movement. Let's on the week chart. It's kind of let's see what we see on the day chart. Oh boy. I think this is what I want, an arrow. No. Okay. I don't know why it does this now, but yeah. So the chart's kind of hard for me to see anything like. Well, actually, oh god, it kind of looked like it just went through the golden cross on the day. Oh, this is so frustrating. Okay, here we go. It's so frustrating that I can't move this chart. Yeah, I don't know how to fix this, so I'm gonna have to figure this out on another time. But it did look like it was like if you can see it kind of right here where it just passed. That's called the golden cross. If the 50 EMA crosses the 200, and the blue, we got the this light blue, which is on my chart, it is the 8 EMA. The 8 EMA crossed the 50 and the 200 as if it's going to be a bullish time for this. Um, but as you can see on the RSIs on both of them, it's kind of high as far as the day is concerned, but it is kind of looking like it wants to golden cross. Um, let's see here, the 12-hour chart. Okay, gotta believe like on the 12-hour in a day that it's gonna pull back because it's high on the RSI, excuse me. but I'll have to do a little bit more research into this one. I'm really a fan of Solidus AI, but I like the investments there, but I have to do a little bit more research on that one. I staked a few dollars of Tau on Bitmart. Nice. Can you share your thoughts on Tau? I read their white paper, but I got lost on their goals at CryptWork. Well, Tao's as far as like AI plays, Tao's Tao's looking good. Um, Rue Ali is running too. I've been sitting on it for a year now. Yeah, Ali has been doing pretty good. Let's bring them up to Ali. So if you guys aren't familiar, I think Mark Cuban was back in the alley and they're moving some. Okay, so yeah, so a fairly good amount of backers here, 16 million. Nice. Binance Labs, Multi-Coin Capital, Mark Cuban, of course, they do have him on here. Almeida. So this is finally beginning to move, like E was saying. Oh yeah, there we go. Boom. Look at that. Um I have some of this E2 on the Gemini exchange. It was just floundering here at 2 cents for like ever and a day, as you can see here, right? Um, but yeah, it's finally broke out, and it's broke out for like it hasn't been this high since June of 2023, right? And that was just for a hot second. We had to go all the way back to April. So yeah, this might be, of course, with Cuban behind it. We kind of see what happened with objective, injective, right? So yeah, nice little play to look at, and market cap is 119, still under that 250 million mark. Yeah, nice, nicey. So we got Verse, Ali. What was the other one we mentioned? Solidus. So definitely take notes of these plays, guys. And these are some of the senior members of the Telegram. You get sharing wonderful information. Rose is great. Sia Coin might be a better buy. I have to check out Sia Coin. I haven't looked at them too much. What categories will be big in 2024? I am currently on the gaming, exchanging, and AI plays. Okay, sorry, I kind of went over that one. Um, so for me, payment AI for sure. Payment AI, yeah, and exchanges as well. Maybe if the patrons want it, I'll make a list of like 10 sectors I see being big and coming up. But yeah, for sure, AI payment for me, for sure. Exchanges, we always know that they're going to do good, but AI and payment are really big for me coming up in this year. Take care, Richard Judge. Thanks for coming through, brother. This guy's been following me for such a long time. Definitely appreciate you, brother. Enjoy your weekend. Rose is great. C Coin may be a better buy. Hit that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Run, get done up. What's up, Run to get done up? Are you staking anything? And yeah, definitely share with the friends and family people that We want to grow the channel around here. After March, I'm going to start doing some really big things to try to get the channel moving. Yeah, we're going to be doing some things. Am I staking anything? I'm staking a few things. Actually, I'm staking Hedera on their platform. I'm staking a lot of Cosmos stuff. I'm staking like Celestia, Osmosis, like a ton of stuff on there. Atom. I'm staking Casper, not Caspa, but Casper. Yeah, staking a few things, and definitely look out for staking like come like 2025 when you think like when we all think the music is gonna stop, like you got to get your stuff out of staking early, like because a lot of times they'll say like, okay, you can stake, but then we're gonna hold on to it for 21 days if you unstake or whatever, right? So keep that in mind when it comes time, like when it comes time to get rid of. Oh, and what's up, Peterson? I didn't even notice. I missed your name in there. I'm just messing all up right now, y'all. Please forgive me. Uh, where were we here? So yeah, so remember, like come 2025, when things have reached their height, you might want to look to unstake your stuff so that you won't get caught in a downfall in the beginning of the bear market. Are you still bullish on peak? Yes, I am. I wonder when they're going to give us that airdrop. I got my 4,000 crest or whatever. And brings me to another area that may be big, of course, is DeepIn. DeepIn definitely is going to be a big sector for this year. Rue, let's not forget about sports betting. Wait till crypto is allowed to be used and earned. Uh, that's a good point. E, as far as like sports betting and betting on gaming. Um, yeah, yeah, I think that's a big that's definitely a big thing. But for me, gaming as a whole, even when it comes to betting, um, comes below payment and comes below AI. Um, gambling is a big thing, but in the end, games are games, and you still need like DeFi. You still need DeFi to make it work. You still need kind of a payment system to make it work. So even before you get to the sports betting, you kind of have to have the payment system in place. You kind of have to have the DeFi operations in place. So for me, those go before that. But then yeah, definitely the sports betting. Um, Happy Saturday, Warriors. What's up, Memories with Mike? Thank you for coming through. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Are you still bullish on Casper? Yes, I am. Is an IBM related crypto one of those ones that like with that feeds into the Hyperledger fabric? So remember, anything that feeds in, because Hyperledger fabric is basically IBM. So anything that feeds into Hyperledger fabric is an IBM crypto, related to IBM crypto. Casper feeds into Hyperledger Fabric. They've done things with IBM before, and I definitely think somebody buys IPWE. So Casper is such a good buying opportunity for Casper right now. And remember, you can stake it. Great passive income opportunity, but keep in mind again what I said. Like once things start to go bearish, you want to kind of unstake everything because that staking fee is going to mean nothing when your crypto is going down like 50%, 75%, or whatever. But yeah, I am still bullish on Casper, and yeah, I think somebody buys IPWE, and even if someone doesn't buy IPWE, that they still have that whole connection with IBM, and we've been over how big IBM is. Blockchain bully, what is going on? Are you the blockchain bully that does the shows on the blockchain bully channel? Let me know if you feel like it. If you don't want to reveal that, that's cool too. Uh, Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it, brother. Um, I think payment, crypto, gaming, and AI will be good for the bull run and Stan via crypto work. And see, crypto. I was thinking about this as far as gaming. I think uh gaming's bull run is going to be the next bull run. Because I think a lot of these games are in the introductory phase, and of course, you're probably going to have this year's like a lot of people are thinking that Amiria will be this year's Gala Games, or this year's Axie Infinity. Maybe you have one of those, right? But like the year that gaming actually just really kind of really takes off, I think that might be next bull run. Kind of like how we see with the payment cryptos. Like the payment cryptos were around last bull run, but they're not really gonna really get kicked into gear until this bull run. I think just like Cardano was around the bull run before the last one, but they didn't get really kicked into gear until that second bull run, right? Um, so I think this is what we see with gaming. Gaming, I don't think it's this bull run. I think it's really next bull run. But again, like maybe in the sector, maybe Myriad does turn into this year's Gala Games. Who knows? Um, but I'm super bullish on payment and AI. I don't know what my third one would be. I don't know if it's a DPIN or if it's something else. Um, but for sure, for me, like and AI are huge. What's up, Nerd Up Ink Marv? Uh, Doing good, thanks. AI Tech, solid as AI. Yep, we got that one. Shout out to the UDC community. Some of us were able to get in AI Tech at pre-sale. Wow, guys, that's amazing. Shameless plug, AI Tech video in the Telegram. Let's go. Um, uh, let's go ahead and put that and start that. Shout out to my guy Underdog Crypto. Um, he's getting back into the crypto hang of things. I see him posting things in this Telegram. Like, can't wait to see my man Underdog back out here. Yeah, shout out to my guy Underdog, man. And be good to do a collab with him coming up soon when he has time, and when I have time. Like I said, after March, I should be having more time. So yeah. Shout out to my guy Underdog. Let's see. If you know, you know. You're like Jim Carrey in 23 with the numbers. 100%, bro. 100%, bro. Oh, and I didn't even finish out that whole 52 thing. So let's hold this in the chat in the comments here. So again, so remember how we had 52 years in the week, 52 weeks in a year, right? A deck of cards. You have 52 playing cards, okay? Interestingly enough, there's math you can do on a deck of cards to actually have everything add up to 365, which is insanity when you think about it. So then basically, a deck of cards almost perfectly resembles the whole math of a year completely. So there's definitely some type of magic in that if you can actually get it to add up to 365, which you can. So think about it. So it almost perfectly mirrors a year in that there are four suits, right? And there are four seasons. Um, so here's going to tell you how to do it. So 13 cards in each suit represent 13 phases of the lunar cycle. And did you ever notice that there are 52 cards in the deck, just like there are 52 weeks in a year? Uh, if so, it might have escaped you that if you add up all the symbols in a deck of cards, there are 365, the same as the number of days in a year. And the way to do this, I think, is something like you take a king. Uh, I'm using the pre-search engine, but if you Google this on Google, it comes up right away. I believe like the answer to this. I think you do kings is 13, queens is 12. It's some way to do it, and you can get it to be 365. And then if you add the other joker, like it can be 366, like a leap year. So this is crazy. I didn't even think about the 13 phases of the cycle. So that's it's just crazy to think about that. It's just crazy to think about that. So it perfectly lines up to um, the phases like a year. So there's definitely some magic in that, the people that we're not aware of. I'm just matching the pattern. I don't know what the magic in it is, but there's definitely some type of magic there. Um, and you can see like people kind of like I know in one of Jay-Z's songs, he's like 52 cards come out, something 52 something come out. I think it's get the dust, get 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 that dust off your shoulder. That song, he says 52 like five like a whole bunch of times. So clearly his Freemason self knows what's going on with the 52. But yeah, I'm just matching the pattern. It's just interesting. It's interesting to see it. It's interesting to see it. Bitcoin only, no ETF. Yep, 100%, bro. 100%. Um, but I know Jack Spurko pointed out that you could get lower fees if you already have these ETFs, if you already have a stock portfolio, and I understand that, but I'd rather own the Bitcoin because that's the way to go. So, um, Real Black just realized I paused and was like 16 minutes behind. Whoops. That happens to me so much, bro. Or like even sometimes, like some very rare times, the video will like skip and like I miss out on like 30 seconds and realize that I'm not live with everyone else because the video skipped or something like that. Oh, I think it was last night when I heard the phase, there's no next quant. Don't sleep on BCH. What's up, Brian Kanaki or Kanachi? Maximus Crypto, it was you that said it, right? I think it was during VR golf. What's up, Courtney Johnson? Peace, bro. Watch with JP Morgan, BlackRock participation with BTC. Can they control the crypto market like never before? Um, that's a good question. That's a good question. It's a good question. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what to say about that because it seems like BlackRock is scooping up all the Bitcoin. They could perhaps control the market like never before. Like all these rumors we heard of BlackRock possibly making its own Bitcoin and all this other stuff, and then here they are just buying up all the Bitcoin. It's really funny, right? That like all these rumors we're getting in like at least crypto news of like BlackRock making their own Bitcoin, which would which would deter people from buying Bitcoin. And here it is that BlackRock buys it. It's crazy. On my way over to YouTube, what's up, Bitcoin Shango? And here he is, right over here on YouTube. Appreciate it. So I didn't know that the Twitter or X comments actually came over here. So that's good to know, because I was watching. Shout out to Crypto Blood. I was watching Crypto Blood yesterday on Twitter, and yeah, shout out to Crypto Blood's channel. Definitely check him out. He does just great work over his channel. Like I love catching my news from King and Crypto Blood. King in the morning, and then Crypto Blood will come on later. Yeah, I love Crypto Blood's channel. He does some good TA too. Yeah, shout out to Crypto Blood. Let's see what is up. What's up, Memories with Mike? How's things? Appreciate Memories. Mike coming through. On Bitmark, it said that you can stake 100 API for 3 days. That's why I did it, because I normally don't stake coins for long periods. I see you can get wrecked 100%. I didn't know you could stake on Bitmark. I haven't tried to do that yet, but I might have to look into it now that you've said that. Slow day at work, just trying to stay away for another hour till I'm off. That's how it be sometimes, right? Look at OTK. Is OTK? I think OTK is one of OKX's coins. Is it? Isn't it? Oh no, it's a gaming coin. Okay. Let's take a look. More capital, so it does have funding. A lot of trade volume coming in there. 30 million market cap. It doesn't say. Okay. Total raise, I'm on 2 million. 2 million. Octo Gaming. Community-driven hub of hyper-casual play-to-earn games. On the Octo app, available on iOS and Android. Playing the Octo app, players can compete and monetize their time spent playing noble games on the Solana and Ethereum blockchain. Wow, that's cool. Octo Gaming is the first project to effectively release a double reward system based off competition economy. Currently has over 3 million users. Okay. That's cool that it's both on ETH and Solana. Supply 1.2 million. And you can see how they flipped that 21 million. They flipped it to the 12. You see, they be doing that. Numbers meaning. Circulating supply, they're only 358.74 million. Okay, where can we buy that? KuCoin? Is it only KuCoin? Let's see. Go over to Coin Market Cap. Let's see. It looked like only KuCoin, but perhaps not. Okay. Okay, you can get this on Solana, like literally. Okay, Radium, Jupiter, and Orca. Okay. I'll have to remember to star this one. Actually, let me just write it down here. Thanks, Cryptwork, for dropping these gems. Wait, let me write the name because I want to say OTK. What is that? Octa token. Okay. Back to our comments here. Have you what's up, Bitcoin Shango? Have you or here heard anything about Athena? Basically an ETH backed stablecoin, from what I gather, sounds like a Terra Luna level bad idea to me. I have not heard about Athena yet. Has anyone in the chat though? That's gaming, but I don't like the games in it, but it's lit. Excuse me. I don't that's gaming, but I don't like the games, but it's lit. Okay. And Atari is even trying to wake up. Okay. Okay. Let's check out Atari. I know I had Atari. I swear I bought some Atari tokens on some platform, but I can't remember where. Atari. How many people are old enough in the chat to actually have owned an Atari? I did back in the day. Let's see. Okay, I knew I had it on some platform, and that's why I probably have it in my Binance wallet somewhere. On MetaMask. Yeah, guys, and see, this is another reason we probably know that the bull, like, we're gonna go higher because tokens that have not moved in quite a while, like what E just shared with um Ali, are now moving, and then like I showed you guys before, the whole thing with DeFi here, just in the last couple days, just last couple like weeks, just skyrocketing. Think we're doing something like this here, where we got this like finger, if you will, or phallic like move here. I'm gonna throw some more change on Atari. Don't sleep on Atari. They started the gaming world 100%. That that guy trying to usurp block bully identity. That guy is a fraud. I asked the real Chicago crypto bully, and he's never seen the gentleman of crypto. Every time I see him, I'm calling him out. Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. Well, the real Chicago crypto bully, you need to check out Gentlemen of Crypto, brother. Like, I know you got your own thing going, but check us out, and can never have enough good people uniting to do things, right? Or at least that's how I feel. I never understood why chasing triple A gaming when basic games would excite the community and take less development. I never understood why projects are chasing triple A gaming. I'm not sure what triple A gaming means. When basic games would excite the community and take less development. Um, for me, the thing with gaming is we've seen so many games come and go. Like, I struggle when it's like games and we're like at the point in inflation, right, where people can't, at least in America, people can't afford certain things. So it's like games at the end of the day are games, and then I can foresee like a position. Let me gather my thoughts here. I can perceive a day in which like all these type of things that we have in the sandbox, right? In the sandbox we got Atari. In the sandbox we got in the sandbox we do have Atari. In the sandbox in like the metaverse, we have a lot of different kind of gaming things in there from big dudes like Atari, right? And when like let's say EA Sports or somebody like that wants to just flip a switch and then all of a sudden have crypto going, like all these other gaming cryptos would probably just fall by the wayside. Like some of them, maybe not the ones that are established like Axie Infinity or Gala Games or whatever, but like if EA Sports and Epic Games kind of flip the switch and then all of a sudden they have crypto, like like there's so much of a niche. Um, there's like the only games that can really, in my opinion, kind of win are games like Axie Infinity, which like people in in the Philippines were supporting themselves playing Axie Infinity. Like they were able to get rid of real jobs and just work Axie Infinity. So unless you're bringing um a whole new genre of people, a whole new what's the word, um a whole new fresh group, fresh batch of people to crypto gaming like Axie Infinity did. I think you're just playing around in this small pool of people. Like how many people are knowing how to use a crypto wallet and knowing how to crypto game, right? Um, like right now, even like the metaverse with the sandbox and Decentraland, they do not have that many people using those platforms, and I think they can do that because they're. I think these dudes have backing from the World Economic Forum. So whenever the World Economic Forum is ready to kind of put this news out into the news sphere and actually turn those things on, they can just turn those things on and just say, "Oh, metaverse gaming," because we saw it before in the bull run, right? We saw how they made Beeple. Remember how Beeple and Beeple's NFT art was like nobody had ever heard of him, and then all of a sudden, boom, he's like a household name, and like metaverse art and NFT art was just like a thing because they can do that. They can literally switch, like flip a switch and just start inundating news to all their news outlets. And they can do that with like turning on the sandbox and all of that. Because remember, Warner Brothers Music Group, they have a concert venue in Sandbox. So all they got to do, just like they did with the Super Bowl, right? Where we got Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey every 5 seconds, right? All they got to do is like turn on a switch and have like Taylor Swift or somebody do a concert in Warner Brothers Music Group's metaverse, and then that junk is going to be popping, right? So with gaming, I struggle because there's just this small niche of people. So the only way you're gonna really make it big at gaming, if you're a crypto, is to bring a whole new, fresh batch of people into gaming and make it worth their while. So you replace their income. And I don't know who can do that really, right? Um, but yeah, here we go. Bitcoin Shango answers Stan's question regarding BlackRock and JP Morgan's control. We knew they were coming. They can't control BTC, but they can influence its price in a major way by selling it. But uh, that's by selling, but that's just more for us to buy. I agree with you there because that your point there kind of reminds me of what happened with Rona. When you look at Rona, a lot of and a lot of us just thank our stars. Let me be careful. I'm trying how I'm going to say this. a lot of us in crypto should be happy that crypto was slowed down because had Bitcoin done what it probably should have been projected to do, which it was probably going to do before Rona, it probably would have been out of most of our price ranges, right? All like 4 years ago, 4 to 5 years ago. So if you could think of Rona as putting brakes on the crypto narrative, I think it kind of put brakes on the crypto narrative. And now that's given BlackRock and others time to kind of swoop in and gather Bitcoin and gather up certain things, right? But I think ultimately the goal should just be, okay, maybe they end up controlling something, right? But like Bitcoin Shango said, hey, it just more for us to buy. Let's just focus on buying and being a part of that. Those hedge funds are going to do what they do. The Chinese ones are going to come in and do what they do too. But as long as we got our Bitcoin, as long as we got, and I know some people don't believe in all coins, right? But that is an avenue to make trades, to get more money, to get more Bitcoin, right? So, and no, brother, I definitely appreciate that opinion. Yep, 100%, bro. This is exactly what we're here for. We got definitely millionaire mindset this year, guys. Like for all of us. Shout out to the Telegram, right? And shout out to what's his name, Anton Daniels. Definitely check out his show. He does some good content. Detroit dude, down to earth dude. I've really been watching a lot of his content lately. Anton Daniels has some really great content. So shout out to him. You're welcome, everyone. Let's get rich. Big tokens that are asleep are nice. Keep an eye on H bar 100%. Should focus. Mainly music. What is up, bro? When is the Ruel coin coming out, bro? I don't know. Bro. I don't know. I don't know if I have enough. I don't know if I have enough patience to actually put out my own coin and make it incentivized. Because one thing, you know me. One thing I would never do is like put out a coin and just like dump it on people. Like I would never do that. I would actually want a coin to actually be worth something and actually provide people with value. But yeah, maybe one day when like I feel like I could do something like that. Old enough to have pumped quarters in machines to play. Never liked throwing money away like that. I feel you, Chloe. I feel you. But you know what? When you're younger, it sure was nice to go to an arcade, though, wasn't it? But I feel you. Like, why am I putting my money into this machine when I could just buy a gaming system, right? 100%. Once FOMO kicks in, the collective public in the crotch, yep, also going to pump because of nostalgia or vague memories of what they heard from their elders. 100%. So Atari may well pump. Okay, yeah, got you. Yeah, just the IP of the Atari name, period. And you see, like I said, they do have a metaverse space in both Decentraland and Sandbox. They are positioning themselves. So whenever metaverse is really turned on, they have a presence in metaverse for real, right? So they've definitely positioned themselves for when that junk gets turned on, like they're gonna make a difference. So I now might be the time for Atari like getting in while it's like, while it's boring, right? While nobody's talking about it. That's usually generally the best time to get in on investments like that. So and everybody's gonna have to come through and say thank you to Cryptwork for that, right? So you might want to get in right now, right, before they actually do turn on the switch, right? 100%. My son and his booger biting friends. you crack today, Bitcoin Shanko. Are using the Oculus again. So something's cooking over there in the old metaverse. Okay, there we go. There we go. I was told by a younger friend, guy, I know, told me that it's getting so bad in the real world that people are going to want to stay in the metaverse and at home to play games, looking around at that world. Well, 100% truth work. You got to think about it. At some point, um, I don't. I know. I know. I don't know if you guys listen to as much conspiracy and conspiracy, quote unquote conspiracy, right? A lot of stuff they call conspiracy is absolutely 100% true, but just using that term for so people know what I'm talking about. But looking at conspiracy, right? They say that they want us in 15-minute cities, like cities where everything is only 15 minutes away, right? Which sounds good, right? Good for the environment and all of that other stuff, right? But what if you can only go 15 minutes away? So like most things, right? We kind of lose our rights generally, like or slowly until okay, like how it went from okay, we're now going to TSA for 2 hours to like we're now paying for our bags until like now like you know what I mean. It's just a slow trickle down and loss of rights. Um, so we got locked down for like a year, right? Like slowly, we probably head to a point where it's like okay, Gattaca, right? Remember Gattaca? Like you just don't leave your house. You're now working from the metaverse. Like I totally believe in it. At some point, we get to that point. Um, and like you said, the young people right now, they're in a point where they feel like the world's just crap anyway. Like, why don't I just go to the metaverse? Like, people don't care about people and they're just trying to get theirs. And, you know, men are upset with women right now. Women are upset with men in the West, right? Right now. So, like, like, skip it. F it. Elon, give me the Neuralink chip and I'll just stay in the metaverse with my consciousness for the rest of my existence in this millennia for the rest of my total complete existence. Which would be sad. I hope young people don't go to move their consciousness to a chip. That brings us to way too much stuff than we can actually talk about on here without getting into way too much woo-woo stuff, right? Way too much of the conspiracy stuff. But yes, I feel like we're definitely headed towards the metaverse direction sooner rather than later. GT Nuts, what's going on, bro? What's going on? Been a while, bro. I see you dropping things on the comments on the replays, brother. Appreciate you coming through for a live. Totally agree. That's why Netflix killed Blockbuster at Crypt. Cryptwork makes sense. Sad, but makes sense. Shango, you are hilarious. Prayer hands. Tread carefully, Rue. That algorithms are listening. You know what? That you 100%. He invented the internet, right? And quiet as it's kept, Al Gore sits on the board of of advisors of the World Economic Forum. Can't make this stuff up, bro. Can't make this stuff up. Just go to World Economic Forum website. You'll see what I'm talking about. Sandbox cheap. Yeah, sand is pretty cheap right now. Agreed, Abigail Black. I want to thank you again and again for the alpha regarding us. To my fellow BTC folks, listen to Rue and Crew. We may not dabble, but our kids will. We got to be able to guide them 100%. No problem, brother. You know it. No problem at all. 15-minute cities equal open air prisons, also known as fiat plantation. Yep. So I see Shango. Shango keeps his ear to the ground. Yeah, 100%, brother. You will work in the metaverse and you will shop in the metaverse, and companies are already getting that going too. Alta Beauty, and so many companies. They're putting in the infrastructure for this, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. But that's kind of why I'm thinking like maybe next bull run is when it completely gets in. But again, like at the price that Atari's at right now, not a bad like storage of money if you're just trying to just be like, okay, I'm just gonna put some change over here and not worry about it until it's on. So for sure. Um, you party in the metaverse, 100%. I see that too. And they already are kind of creating AI girlfriends and boyfriends. Like that's coming too. What's up, Jerome Jones? Ready Player One, Lawnmower Man, Johnny Mnemonic, Matrix, Cyberpunk. There's a few Gattaca. There's another one I can't think of it on just off the top of my head, but we've been pre-programmed for this. Like a lot of people, like truly, guys. I think that movies are and you got a lot of conspiracy quote unquote channels about this, right? Movies kind of pre-program us. We think that it's just a fakeness, right? But they're actually giving us the truth in front of us. And I think that's how they get rid of some of the karmic debt. Like, because karma is a real thing. Karma is a real thing. But if they've already shown you, you can't be surprised now, right? And they can't get the karma for doing something bad because they've already shown it to you. It's not their fault that you thought it was fake. You see what I'm saying? Like, and I think that happens too a lot of times in with stars that we think are crazy or telling us something crazy or not to be listened to, and we just ignore them and don't listen or look at what they're actually saying. I think that gets rid of their karmic debt too, because they will have someone who we perceive as crazy, Kanye, say something that's truthful, and if you don't look into it, you miss it, but it's the actual truth. I'm just saying. Sci-fi or a heads up. They have already committed crimes in the metaverse. Go figure. Oh wow. That's right. Underdog Crypto did a very nice, some very nice collaborations about that back in the day. He and I did some shows on that. Yeah, there are already crimes being committed in the metaverse. It's crazy, bro. Looked at some Octo games, and the options aren't bad compared to other options. Definitely got to do more research on OTK, Fire. Let's go. Italia Grape, another member of the Telegram, Octo, literally just played 4 people in 4 different countries. Wow. And here we are. We did one of those Maximus crypto shows today, guys. Like one of those long 2-hour and 33-minute shows. Shout out to Max, right? I don't know if you're still in the chat, Max, but love seeing my guys' praises. Yeah, guys. Very active show today. Let's see here. We got a comment from E. I see huge concerts taking place in the metaverse with superstars hosting them. Celebrities will make billions of dollars and the entire world will be able to attend. 100% E. And it's just a matter of time. So Like maybe you want to speculate on some of those metaverse companies right now, especially like one of the ones Cryptwork just gave us with Atari, right? Remember, Cryptwork gave us Helium Mobile too. Like, look at Helium Mobile now, right? Shout out to you for that one, Cryptwork. Um, so yeah, like don't sleep on metaverse here. Imagine NFTs and other and and we also know it's a big thing too because a lot of these a lot of cryptocurrency I'm trying to say this and my brain is not letting me say it. Like I'm saying it in my brain, but it's not coming out with my words. We're not synced up here. There are a whole bunch of cryptocurrency companies coming out doing gaming custody of assets. Let's see if we can bring that up. So it seems like doing custody on gaming assets is going to be a really big thing because that world is going to be a big world. I think that world is going to replace some of the jobs that AI are taking away from us right now. So I think I'm still sharing. So this is for the ones like the Paragon PDT. They're doing Twitter gaming custody of certain assets for the Parallel game. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Parallel game, but that's another kind of gaming ecosystem that's coming up. It's related to Echelon Prime. So I really think some of these jobs that AI is going to take, some people are going to be doing gaming stuff instead. Because of course, a lot of the things that they're doing right now is leading to a depopulation agenda, which is really succeeding. Like people are having less children nowadays, right? Because people can't afford it. Shout out to E. He posted something in our Telegram where it was like a child costs $200,000 to raise, right? And you see places like Japan and China, they're like having population problems, like as in like there's not enough new people being populated because a lot of their country, even though they're the biggest population as far as China, a lot of their country is old, and due to their like only one child policy, there's not enough new people being born. And case in point, in America, there's just so much inflation. People aren't having kids like they used to. Like, for instance, my mother, like there were like 13 kids in her family, and me and my sisters, it's only 3 of us. You know what I mean? Like population is declining, and right now you see all these videos where it's like men are not happy with women are not happy with men. It's crazy. And then you have a agenda where it's like, okay, and you know, people do what you do. Like everybody do what you do. Like this is America. Like everyone deserves and have a right to be who they are. But you know, if you choose to have a same-sex relationship and you choose to, like, that's a relationship where you're probably not going to have kids. I mean, you can if you want to. You can make that happen if you want to, but the likelihood is that you may not choose to not have kids. So it's probably going to be less of a population coming up soon. just saying. But here we are, making playable assets accessible largest holder of parallel assets, and you can look up parallel. So custody and gaming assets is becoming a thing. If you look at Rarible, they have the Rari chain, and they're doing custody of gaming assets as well. So gaming assets are, for the most part, worth nothing right now, other than like maybe Axie Infinity assets, right? But there's coming a time where gaming assets are going to be very, very valuable. Um, is it this bull run? Probably not, but something to speculate on. But I do like, really do like that Atari play, um, that Cryptwork mentioned. So might want to look at y'all. Let me see. Rarible. So Rarible, if you guys aren't aware, they're going to launch their own chain. I think they already launched it. I think it's either on Arbitrum or Optimism, but their whole thing is custodying gaming assets. Um, I think they changed it up, and that like it's not so obvious that what they're doing is custodying gaming assets in the terminology they use on their page. But there was a time on here that it did straight say that they were custodying gaming objects, assets, but they kind of rewrote it so it's like, oh, we can embed royalties is how they say it now. Um, Create, mint, and trade NFTs. Immutable, which is it can be changed. Royalties, transactions circumventing won't work. You will always receive your preset royalties when assets are on the Rarible. So when assets are on the chain, so custodying assets. But yeah, that's going to be a big name. Okay, let's see the chat. Well, we were just getting ready to wrap up. If anyone else has any questions, because the chat is not showing me anything here. Okay, there we go. Come on. Man, it's moving slow here. Sorry, guys. Trying to get those last questions in here. Clicking on the chat, it's not expanding. You can share screen. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. There we are. Also, I posted some info on Donald Trump last night. He just launched his own stock. It's up. If he wins, the sky is the limit. The prices of his NFTs will increase as well. Maybe so. Maybe so. That'd be something for people to look at for sure. Um, RA, lots of same. Okay, gotcha. Um, and you know, and that's cool. You know, to each to you know, this is America, right? But for the most part, it might not be that way because you know, same sex you can't have one, right? If you're just staying that path, you can't have a kid. Um, but if you're going to have one, and you know, that's good because there's so many, you know, there's so many orphans out here, and there's so many like people in like foster care and all these things like raise these babies. Like some people need to, like, if they can go to a good family and be raised, right? um what's up, E? Maddie missed the live, no worries. uh I say let people who want to become potato batteries on a potato farm, on a farm. Above them will be physical manual laborers who tend the batteries. Above them will be folks who can enjoy the real world. 100%. I mean, that seems to where we're heading, right? Like just like Matrix, like people are just batteries out here. Uh, Man, I hope we're all wrong, bro. I hope we're all wrong, bro. I hope we're all wrong. Bitcoin Shango. Uh, what is Trump stocks? DWAC? Because I know Trump had another stock for True Social out here. So yeah, come on and over to the Telegram if you didn't get that and see what Trump stock is. We have a stock section in the Telegram. You got a few minutes before you go to look at karate. Okay, let's look at it right quick before we go out of here. Let's. Where are we gonna do that at? Right here. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's look. Let's take a look. Then I'm gonna go get some food. I'm starving. I'm not quite hangry, but I'm getting there. Getting there. Uh, okay, last 7 days it's been pulling back nicely. Oh, and I tried to put it on here. Okay, let's see. Let's look at this one. Okay, on the day chart, it actually looks pretty good. Like this is the stochastic RSI. So that's oversold and looks like it's turning around here. You can see to come back up. And this is on a day. So it on that specific chart, it looks like it's, and you can see it matches here with the Wyckoff. So in the short term, it looks like it's about to be a good comeback play right now. Let's go to the 12-hour. Yeah, 12 hours looking pretty much the same. So in the short term, crypto work, this seems like a good time to buy. Let's see more of the long term because we looked at the day, right? Yep. So let's look at the 3 day. Still kind of seems like a good time as far as the stochastic goes. But as far as the real RSI goes, the longer RSI, it's like it's hot. It's hot. But and as far as the week goes, of course, it's hot as well. But I mean, I don't know how much you can put into stock of the week with it being such a low, like the market cap's low, and so I'd probably rather go with the short term, with the day, with the shorter term ones. In the day, it looks in the 8 and 12 hour looks like a good time to buy. Not financial advice, of course. Just think mainly music just posted something. Okay, I'm in Telegram. I'm just hesitant to post because I'm a newbie. No newbies are welcome. Newbies are welcome. Maybe I need to put a topic in the Telegram that says like newbie section so people can feel like comfortable posting. Um, did you see Hashpack is coming out with their own token pack in April? Get in on that. Thank you, Mainly Music. That is interesting. Yeah, definitely got to get in on that. That is very, very interesting. So Hashpack is coming out with their own token. That's cool. Believe it or not, but believe it or not, but I invented the word hangry in 1992. Should have patented. You sure should have patented it, bro. Back in 1992, I don't know what I was doing, but I know definitely nobody was using the word hangry. Back then, nobody was. So, yeah, you definitely should have put a patent on that, bro. Like, start selling some hangry shirts. Shout out to Maley over here, bro. That's pretty cool. DWAC. Yep, DWAC. Yep, that is he's had that has been his stock for a while now. That True Social thing. But yeah, it's good to know E. Like the only stocks I kind of mainly look at is the crypto ones. So good to know somebody is keeping track of non crypto ones. And yeah, shout out to E, and you guys can come on over to the Telegram completely free and look at stuff that E and others post on stock and crypto. Again, completely free, y'all. Um, yeah, pack and enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Yep. So yeah, guys, nice, even more alpha. for staying around longer here. Mainly telling us about pack. I'm definitely getting some of that in April. And yeah, your boy's gonna take his hangry butt, get some food. Enjoy your weekend, guys. We'll be back at it on Wednesday here, 6-ish. Have a good one, guys. I'm out. Peace.